Sparks. I work for the Department of Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry in Queensland, and I'm going to talk about legume residue management today. There are a number of different legumes grown as break crops in the sugarcane industry. There's lab, cowpeas, and more recently soybeans. They're grown for the summer period, and then the cane's planted in the following winter. It's very important that we manage these legume residues correctly, because they can contain up to 200 or 300 kilograms of nitrogen a hectare, and we want to ensure that that nitrogen becomes available to the cane and not lost to the environment. We have two main strategies to try and avoid losing nitrogen to the waterways, and one of those is to keep the legume residue, regardless of what type of legume it is, keep the residue away from the soil. So as long as it's above the ground and in the air, it will not break down and mineralise to nitrogen as quickly as it would do being incorporated in the soil. So spraying out the residue or spraying out the crop is a good thing, keeps it above the ground, but also kills out any other weeds and things that you don't want seeding in that legume crop. So that's one strategy we use. Mulching's another one, and mulching's not a bad idea. It breaks up the material, but it still leaves it lying on the surface of the ground. So it's less effective really than probably spraying out, but it does not get incorporated into the soil, so the bacteria in the soil can't really get stuck into it. To try and match the requirement of the crop with the availability of the nitrate, a zero-till method is preferable, but trials have been done and it's been very difficult to get zero-till to work with cane, because a lot of cane billets have to go down a very small gap, and it's difficult to get contact with the billet, and it's difficult to get depth of planting. So there are quite a few issues with that, but in a perfect world, in relation to nitrogen management, zero-tilling into standing legume stubble would be perfect. That's not always the case, and so we have to do tillage, and we try and do it as close as we can to planting. So in conclusion, you need to delay the breakdown of the legume to nitrate, and the way to do that is to keep it out of the soil and delay the incorporation until the very last minute, and by doing that you'll get your best bang for your buck.